Hi there guys and welcome to another Train Sim World video. I'm actually buzzing for this one. I've seen a couple of the pre-development shots, in-development shots, not pre-development shots, that would be nothing. The in-development shots, and it's looking really good so far. The only thing I've seen of anything moving was I scrolled through my Facebook earlier and one of the videos, the trailer for it auto-played. So that is it, and it was for about 3 seconds. I was very tempted to watch the whole thing. I know Matt P and DTG streamed this Wednesday night. I didn't watch it. I've tried to keep on Facebook. I've seen screenshots go up, but I've not read any of the stuff that's on top of it. I've gone, get rid of it. So we're going in now to see what this is like. Tees Valley Line description: experience a bygone era of British rail in the historic birthplace of railways and the heart of the British steel industry in Train Sim World. Tees Valley Line. Get in my belly. Looking forward to this. Can you tell? Ooh, go straight into the introduction. This is why I like starting these like this.
Welcome to these Class 37/5 diesel-electric locomotives in rail freight sector livery. This brief introduction will go through the startup and stop procedures. The rear locomotive is already running with its tail lights on and its handbrake released. Climb aboard the lead locomotive to get started.
Okay, first impression. That looks a bit wide. That's it so far. Still looks good though. I'm happy with it. Nose ends on 37s are really, really tricky to get right. Bachmann struggled with it. Every model maker has struggled with it. It's always been tricky, so I'll give them that. What's this like in here?
A lot of time will be spent driving, so take a seat to continue.
Oh, it's not going to let me in there. Let's see if the cab's different. Okay.
The master key is used to activate the driver's controls. Go ahead and start the locomotive.
Just turn the sound up.
Holding the locomotives, set the train brake as indicated.
So the brakes are running.
The main reservoir will take a moment to charge. This can be observed by watching the brake dials. Now use the reverser to set the direction of travel.
Charged pretty quickly, but okay, I like the fact that it's simulated.
Lights and a head code are important to let anyone around know that this locomotive is operational. It's time to move. Set the handbrake as indicated.
Okay. Okay. Oh God, why is it applying? Oh no, it's just me not reading properly.
Increase the throttle to start moving. Do not apply too much power too quickly.
Oh, it's not going to be open the windows, is it? Can't touch anything.
With the train now moving, it's possible to apply more power and focus on achieving a desired speed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not convinced on the nose. I'm not convinced on the nose, but I'm not. I've actually got to reach 15, have I?
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain a constant speed. Approaching the stop marker, apply a small amount of brake force to achieve a comfortable stop.
Quite like the voice on this. Stopped a bit short. I will say I'm missing the wobble. I mean, the sounds aren't bad.
Good work. That concludes all the basics of this locomotive.
Cool. Okay, I quite enjoyed that. I'm ready for more. Ready for more. Right, first impressions. Even in the cab view, the nose does seem a bit wide. Sounds, I wouldn't say so far that I've heard are as good as the AP pep. I need to get the windows down and things to have a look at that. But it's we're getting in the right place. I'm not going to worry about the 101 and the 08 because we've driven them before. I'm going to focus mainly on the 37. Do a scenario. Tube liner diversion, coal hauler. I've done loading and unloading. Should we do a bit of that? I do want to see what it's like, but then I want to get out on the route and see what the route is like. If I'm honest with you, we might go back and do a little bit of that, of the loading and unloading, or I might do 2 videos and do the unloading, loading, unloading next. Oh, in the rain as well. When was Lake Steelworks waiting in the siding as a tube liner service ready to deliver steel cores to Corby. These, yeah. I like them. They're cool. What I do like about TSW over Train Sim Classic is the fact that you get a slightly better sense of scale, I think. Because you are at sort of head height, it does give you something. Sort of, I wanted to. This isn't going to give me the best view of the route in the rain and the mist, is it? The fans on there. Yeah, okay. Let's check the cabs. Yes, well done. Well done. So that's nice. So we've got all the cutout switches. Oh, I could let's do a fire alarm test. Isolation switches, brake selectors is there, changeovers. Okay, cool. Can we put that on and rev it? That would be quite an engine measure. Doesn't that just turn the fans on fully as well? Yeah, okay. The sounds are. I'll close that door. Are pretty decent so far. Okay. One master switch. Brakes are off, I'm in forward. Let's put some sand down. Give it a few more amps. Liking the wheel slip. Okay, I'm not convinced by the sounds at this point, just that repetitive rubber, 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 rubber. It's a long old train. Pretty sure we would have been using. I suppose there might have been some sort of paraffin tail lamp still around 89, maybe. I'd have thought most of them would have been the battery ones by then. I'm sure there were some that were probably still about. Are you going to the office, mate? Or have you come to drive trains? What is that? I would like to have seen some sort of attempt at a BI uniform. Mind your knees, mate. Moving cars? What's that, like a Panda? What's that, Chevette? Or is it Chevelle? A bus going to the high street? Is that like an Allegro? I'll be honest, I like the car bit. I like that. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. You've upped your game a little bit there. DCG. Not too sure about some of this, mind you. It's a bit plain. I'm not gonna lie. And considering you can drive right up to these, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool to see. Why am I? I've got up a gradient. Yep. Good luck getting this started. Let's try that again. Let's get a bit of power on. Sand. like the little bit of the challenge to drive. That's quite good. I like that. Does just putting sand on mean that you can literally thrash it though? No, good, well done. Oh no, I like this. This is nice. Just try and get about a little more. I'm sure on the sounds in Notch 2, I won't lie. Quite liking the tracklet. What? Maybe that's meant to be like that. Maybe it's just like disused bits. Doesn't really seem that way though. No idea. Maybe it was meant to be like that and it just didn't take certain bits of track up or whatever when it was realigned. I don't know the route well enough to say that. That's nice. I like that gantry. Sounds daft to like the bin as well. The brute trolley. Let's put Clowes in TSW. Bit of an older face. Oh, that's nice. And there's a 101. Cook the brakes a little bit here. This has got a little bit about it. The train definitely has. The stock has. The route. I know it's gonna. I would say it was characterised, and not by how things are laid out or anything like that. Not by the fidelity of the track work or buildings or things like that. But again, it's that sort of line. It is also incredibly plain. I know there were quite bleak places. But let's be honest, if somebody released a route that had an industrial area like this that looked like this in Train Sim, I do like the assets, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know if you've ever seen the British Rail 19, was the one that was on, I think it was Christmas Eve 1989 it first ever got shown. I think it was like the only time it got shown or something weird. And it's play on the Night Mail poem. And there's a bit about girders for bridges, steel for fridges, bricks by tonight are required on the bricks for the site are required by tonight. And I did just get that little bit of nostalgia with that little view looking down over there. Sort of flies down over, I don't know where, I think it might even be like here. Helicopter flies down, comes a 47 pulling out. I think it's got ferry wagons on it. This bit's looking slightly better. Skips, I'm happy with that. Proper fencing around buildings. Well, that definitely looks more like it, doesn't it? Yeah, no, that's nice. South Bank. That's pretty cool. Whoa, snaky train. Is the cement pump going to be the new Train Sim World's version of the Transit? I'm not going to moan, it's just a place filler. Oh, and the cement mixer. They've gone to the effort doing the cars. I can see why they haven't. Sorry about the mess. Well, thank you for your patience. Oh, that's cool. This is obviously the disused station. Love the way the sign's gone all grimy and everything like that. Oh no, I like that. That's cool. Distant scenery's alright. Okay. Horn test time now. Sounds like a synthesizer. Fade out, that sounds weird on it. Not convinced on the horn. The rest is pretty good though, I like the roundabout. The chevrons on it. Would have been have been nice to see some, like, more cars up and down these roads. That's a cool little bit there. Let's have a look at that. Yes, clutter. I like clutter. This is a cool little bit. Oh, another station to look at as well. No, didn't do that. Actually, oh yeah, this clattering along. This is cargo fleet. It's a real station. That's cool. Oh god. Hopefully that was just for crossing those points. Let's get back to actually doing some driving. To hear some AWS actually. Do I need to turn that on? Why are you not coming off? Oh, it's because I've overcharged them. What have I done? Ah. That happened after I put the AWS on, didn't it? Slowly dropping. Excellent. Let's try again. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like this. This probably isn't making a... Oh, cranes. I like cranes. But I can't go over and see them. They're moving as well. Just a little bit. Yeah, no, that's cool. Ah, there we go. The train sim transit makes an appearance. That road's got traffic though, that's cool. think I might be enjoying this one. Is that like a Nissan Sunny as well? It's a Mark 1 Micra, something. My mate's dad used to say that he thought BR had a contract with Nissan. Is it because everybody he ever drove with, and all the people that worked in the offices had a Micra, and all the people that drove trains had a Sunny. Stopping at Eagles Cliff. That's nice. I like that. Yeah, this is cool. This has got the right feel to it. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. This station's got this has a way more 80s feeling in my head than the last TSW. That was a bit earlier though, I suppose, wasn't it? To come off the brakes earlier than I usually would because it's on good timings. They've still not nailed the horns in this at all. It's not even about the sound of it, it's also the application of them. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it doesn't. Does the other side work? I might try, let me do it like this. It's my one big criticism so far, it sounds like the horn was done on a keyboard. But bar that, this is quite cool. It's definitely going in the right direction again for me, I think. They're getting some bits, they're really nailing some bits, and then still not doing others. But that's understandable. To a point, it's understandable. We're 18 months, this is pretty. See what I mean? Oh, I wish I could go and get a look at that properly and check out all that rivet detail and everything. I mean, the texture's not outstanding, but you can't get close enough to really tell. It's very pretty. chin on the buttercup. Do you like butter? No, you're not going to let me get close, are you? No. I mean, yards generally like this are generally pretty sparse places anyway. It's nice to see it all in. And they've put like clutter line around and things. Oh, we can get a look at the coal wagons as well. What are these, HAAs? HEAs. They're lovely, aren't they? I like that. Can you put the brakes on? You can. I like that. We'll discharge them. Oh, it's like, that's cool. I like that. I like that. Thumbs up DTG on that one. Okay, from a first look point of view, I am suitably impressed. There's some really, really, really nice details in here. Of course, it's not without its flaws. But I don't think they're game-breaking for anybody, really. Not convinced on the nose of the 37. The horn is pony, let's be honest. That really, for a 37, and to get the sounds as half decent as they have in this, 3/4 decent to be fair, I'm quite impressed with them. To then let that slip through is just a bit of a ball ache for me, because that's. Tones. Not that I'm a massive one for tones, but it kind of is. And for a lot of people that do this sort of thing, that is one of the things they'll definitely be looking at. It's one thing, when I do sound pack reviews or anything like that I really like to hear is the horns. As me saying I'm not a big tones fan, and then basically say I am, contradicting myself. Still no access into depots, I'm guessing. That'd be something I'd love to see. I'd love to. Some train sim world I think would do really well would be like to have a little signing on, like you walked in the door, you walked through the office, you didn't have to do anything to something, it was just there. And then you could go into the depot and start it up from cold. That would be lovely. Disused turntable. Wheels, anyone? I like the way they're weathered and stuff, and got stinging nettles growing through them. That's pretty cool. I like that. What's this? Oh, some sort of disused building. I like that, with a broken roof and all that jazz. Some bits are very empty, and then some bits are amazingly well cluttered. Like in these. You've got the slightly more modern shelters in there, and then these really well kept flower beds that I'm sure were pretty prevalent around this area in this era. And that's the car park when that comes to. Oh, that's cool. What station is this actually? Thornaby. Oh, Thornaby Depot, yeah. Doesn't quite go through the rev range as well as I want, but it's nice. What I really want to hear is the field diverts. If we hadn't had the AP37, the AP37 that's recently come out, I would be very, very impressed with this. So taking that out of the picture, this is impressive. Like the way you can hear the fans just at that point there. And you're right on the exhausts. They're pretty. Got a bit about it. Again, there's that sort of odd clag. I do hope they really get sorted soon. It feels nice to drive. It's definitely nice to drive. And even though it's heavy, it doesn't seem that heavy. It's pulling too many amps and accelerate very quickly. I'd be thinking if we were getting, because it was because of the weight, our amps would be a bit higher than they are. Just as I should have been getting to the, I've got to take this up to 37, okay. I think it's 37. First fuel divert comes in on these. Don't think I'm going to make it. It's a weird hissing noise that we get now, it's quite irritating. It's like the wiper. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I like the way that's variable, infinitely variable. Brakes are hot on this. Can stop pretty quickly. Not sure about the controller noises either. Okay, first impressions are good. I like it. I think I will find myself driving it. Definitely. Is it going to be a bit like the last one where I drove it for like a week and then didn't drive it again? Possibly. But time will only tell with that one. This is a cool station up with the car park next to the fencing and that, the clutter. Yarn Viaduct is currently undergoing structural inspections. All services south have been diverted via Darlington. Okay. Yarn. Did I say yarn? I think it's yarn. Is there any noise for wheel slip? It's nice to have it though. This is all quite cool. Oh, he says. 27 miles, hopefully we can get a little bit faster than 30. What class of train the coil wagons would have been, actually, to be fair. That's what speed they were allowed to do. Yeah, it's like this bit would have clearly been fenced in. I mean, you can take a train down, I like the caravan. And it's not, and it's just a bit... Nice station, well populated. Not my name. Oh, is that really a 60 limit? Am I going to be able to run this up to 60? Get in. Is it going to ever get to 60? No. Done the static caravan like that. I'm not... It's like they've had about 4 different people doing the scenery. Some bits are really nice and then other bits are really plain. I know it's probably a bit of a very industrialised area, and there will be lots of wasteland and everything, especially end of the 80s. It's slightly on my nerves, which I thought they'd sorted by now, is this sort of the artifact. I don't know if you're able to see this in the video. You see it sort of tracing. It's weird. Was that it there? I think that was the field divert there. I like the tractor wind sounds. I'll have to re-watch the video to listen to that. Is this window not open? It's very bright white. I know it's that fog effect thing, but I think it could be done slightly better. I don't know. Do without the wipe sounds for a minute. Okay. Up, down, up, down, up, down. I quite like that. Yeah, I quite like that. Quite like it, quite love actually. Ah, 35. Just enjoying getting up to 60. Oh, I can go up to 60. Slow speed control. The slave cutout works as well. Oh, wicked. Stone still standards. Dimmers. So we've got fold up the terminus with lights on degree. Yeah, like them. That looks quite cool at night, actually. Looking forward to that. Darlington goods loop, excellent. I'm looking forward to seeing Darlington. Let's turn motion blur off now. There we go. I'm really not sure how necessary motion blur is with TSW. I think it was a clever idea to start with, and I think it was there for all the good intentions, but I don't know anybody that runs with it on. Buggy's nice. red we're calling on, okay. Because we're going to the goods loop. What's my speed in for that? Trying to get ahead and have a look at Darlington, really. It's pretty grim. Give it that. It's a bit dead. It's a bit dead. Oh, now there's people coming, I suppose, because now the train's coming, it starts, the camera's there, it starts putting people in. Is that how it works? Probably. Why have all those people loaded in if you're nowhere near it, I suppose? Oh, 2.2 mile now. No. Oh, there's some washing. Shed. Everybody needs a good shed. It's meant to be sort of allotments. Cool, okay. Even they're kind of dead as well. Is it grim up north? Looks like it was in 1989. Sure it would have been. Coming up to the end of the Thatcher era. Wash my mouth out, mentioned a name. Echo's a bit strange. I suppose it would echo though. I suppose things I'm just not used to in train sim, maybe. Like that sort of echo instead of just a tunnel sound. Oh, the Darlington weird bridge. I like this. This was super 80s. Can I go in it? Yes, I can a bit. No, I can't. Oh God, should have stopped. I liked it anyway. That was good. That was very, very good. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm going to do some more, but that'll be for another video for you guys. So, to sum it up, the thumbs up from me. I quite like it. The route is a bit bare. I'm not going to lie. Those of you that are going to buy this for scenery, atmosphere is relatively good. I want to do another scenario where I'm not in the rain and the mist. You've got the 08 and the 101, so stock-wise you've got 3 bits there that are pretty decent. The 08 was good to drive, the 101 was good to drive, so there's nothing there that's bad driving. Nose on the 37 is wide, in my eyes. I know there'll be people that go, no it's not, it's fine. Why are you complaining about a nose on a train? Well, because it's a simulator and that's why. Just my opinion anyway. It's fine. Driving the 37 is lovely. I enjoy that. Sounds 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Really let down by the horn. Let's be honest, that is pony. But the general sounds of it, yeah, pretty decent. Notch 2's a bit odd, and the rev up and down's a little bit weird. The physics of it are beautiful. It looks like there's a lot of scripting that's gone into that. Like, I want to play with it more. I want to start cutting out traction motors. I want to do a bit of sort of seeing if the slave like isolator does actually cut out the engine behind you, that sort of thing. Fiddling with the good brakes timings. That it would also just be really cool to be able to haul something else apart from wagons with it. It'd be nice to have some coaching stock or something with a 37. But it opens that possibility up for the future of TSW, doesn't it? Which I'm very, very pleased with. All right then, guys, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Head on over to the website, alanthomsonsim.com. Also head over to Facebook, and links for the description below for that, for some tech support and all those sorts of things. And also heading over to Twitch if you like to come and join a pub-style atmosphere of a stream, talking about trains and all sorts of weird and wonderful and crazy things. So once again, guys, thanks ever so much. I'll catch you next time.